Okay, I'm going to do 13 and 14. Here you need to find the amplitude, period, and phase shift before you set up your graph. So remember that it's that standard equation y equals a cosine or sine bx plus c. So the amplitude is the a, absolute value of the a. The period is 2 pi divided by the b, 360 divided by b. And if there's a phase shift, it's negative c over b. So for number 13, my amplitude is 1. My period is 2 pi divided by a half, which is 4 pi. My phase shift is negative c over b, so it's negative pi over 2 divided by a half, which is negative 180 degrees. Okay, so now we're going to set up our graph here. We're going to be starting on the negative side at negative 180. We're going to add the whole phase shift, because that's where it's going to stop, or one whole shift of the graph. So negative 180 plus 720 is 540. We know we need to go up 1, down negative 1 for the amplitude. Now we need to find the ones in between, so I'm going to add those two and divide it in half, get the average. That's 180. Then keep going. The middle of this is at 0. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and I need the one in between the 180 and the 540, 360 degrees. This is a cosine graph, so cosine graphs make a U shape. Because of the negative 1 for the cosine here, that means it's going to start down here, right there. It's going to go up to the next spot, to the top amplitude, and then back down this way. So that's the graph of number 13. Okay, 14. Y equals 1/2. Y equals 1/2 sine 3/2 x minus pi. Okay, doing the same thing again. Amplitude is a half. Your period, 2 pi divided by 3/2. So that makes that 4 pi over 3. And the phase shift is negative c. So negative of a negative, so it's positive pi over 3/2, which is 2 pi over 3. So let's change those all to degrees. Okay, so this graph is starting at the phase shift of 120. It's going to end at 120 plus the period. 120 plus 240 is 360 degrees. And now I need to find the other three markings in between. So that one is 240. $180. And 300. The amplitude is a half to negative a half. This is a sine graph, right? Yep. So I'm going to make a more of an S shape. I'm starting at the first one there. Oops. At negative 120. Goes up, goes back, and it goes down and back up again. So there is the sine wave for number 14.